Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to episode 11 of the Dean Smith Footsteps Challenge as we look to follow in the great man's footsteps at Walsall. We are, of course, in Season 1, and today we are playing Stevenage in League 2 and then Chelsea in the FA Cup 5th round. Can we take a Premier League scalp? It will be tough, but you never know your luck. But let's have a look here. I thought we'd start having a quick look at the finances. And you can see we were in a little bit of trouble in November. And then the FA Cup run started. And, well, it's more than done its job, hasn't it? You can see we've made a profit of just over £1 million so far this season, which is excellent. And yeah, I mean, really, we can't complain. The FA Cup run has done its thing. So if it does come to an end today, which, let's face it, against Chelsea, that's more likely to happen than not. What it has done is it's put us in a really good financial position, relatively speaking, ready to go for next season if and when we do get promoted up into League 1. So really happy with how the finances are looking. We've done a good job managing them. We've kept something close to the wage budget, and yeah, it's not been too bad. Although scouting budget, we're done for the year. I always over-scout. It's just what I do. All right, now we have a couple of games to catch you up on since last episode. First up, it was Northampton in League 2. We fell behind midway through the first half. Danny Guthrie pulled us level just after half-time, and Joe Willis completed the turnaround. This was a really poor first half, but I got stuck into him at half-time, and second half was much better. You can see we definitely deserved to win the game. A Guthrie penalty and Joe Willis off the bench with the winner for us. It was one of those. We deserved to win, but just made very hard work of it. Next up, it was Peterborough in the Leasing.com semi-final. Peterborough are, of course, a League 1 team. Are we going to Wembley, or do we fall at the final step? We went behind in the 14th minute. Some poor defending had us 2-0 down on the hour mark. And we went 3-0 down on 70 minutes. Peterborough forced over a fourth late on, before Shea Facey managed a stoppage time consolation. So there we go. We're not going to Wembley this year unless, of course, we go in the FA Cup. But, yeah, I mean, this was an even game. Don't get me wrong. The score was very harsh on us, but they did deserve it. They made the better chances. They took their chances. Their movement was just too good for us, unfortunately. It wasn't our strongest team we put out because, again, I don't really see this as a major priority this season. Maybe in the semi-finals we should have taken a little bit more seriously. But, yeah, it was a little, as I said, a little bit harsh on us, but ultimately we just weren't quite good enough. I was back to league action next against Port Vale. Port Vale went in front in the first half, but Alfie Bates smashed us level on the hour mark. So this is just silly drop points, isn't it? A 1-1 draw at home to Port Vale. You can see they scored from their only shot on target. One thing I learnt from this, Perry Moss, not a striker. He looks to be a very good young player, certainly as an attacking midfielder, but he missed a lot of chances in this one. I tried playing him as a striker, and it just didn't work. We should have won the game. We were the better team by a long way. And yeah, we've just dropped silly points to Port Vale. So what all that means for the league table, we are still top, which is a good thing. Forest Green have not been having the best run of form. You can see they've drawn 2 and lost 1 of their, or that was the loss to us in their last 4. So we're still 4 points clear at the top, which is excellent. And we're 12 points safe in a promotion place. So we're looking good, but we've got 11 games to go. 12 points clear of promotion. We should be going up. And of course, we have this FA Cup 5th round tie today. Stevenage, who are playing first up. Let's go and have a look what we're up against in them. And we'll see that Stevenage are sitting down there in 22nd. They're a struggling team this season. But our form is not the strongest right now. And we've struggled against, we've struggled against Carlisle. We've struggled against Port Vale and Morecambe as well this season. So there is no easy games in this league. Paul Hurst is their manager. You can see we are the favourites for it. They're a standard balanced playing style. We can see Paul Hurst here. He is certainly not the worst manager we've come up against this season, is he? Let's have a quick look at the analysis report. We are expecting them to come out something like this. The Rusco Bus Park, if you follow the Barla series. We can see there. They're maybe a little bit narrow. We could get down the sides of them. Passing network is there, and their key passes as well. And this is the team we're sending out. Now, we're going full strength in this one. The Chelsea game, we're going to play who's fit, but realistically, I don't think we're going to beat them, so I want to make sure we're getting points in the league. One injury to catch you up on, a minor one, is to Captain Clark. He's returning to injury soon. My plan here is that we'll just play him against Chelsea and not risk him in this one. So it's Liam Roberts in goal. It's Jules, and Corey Roberts comes in to partner him in the centre of our defence, a good young centre-back. It's Facey down the right. It is Cockerell Mollett down the left. It's Sharon in front of the back four. Or two, I guess, in this case. It's Guthrie and Bates in midfield. It's Redmond in behind Gordon and Lavery. Let's go. So there we go. They've come out a little bit more attacking than we were expecting. So maybe they sense that they can get at us a little bit. Let's hope that they're wrong. I think we should try and encourage the team. Come on, lads. Show me what we can do to keep the run going. I think I've maybe been experimenting a little bit too much with team talk. So I'm just going to keep going with what has been working, I think, and just see where that takes us. Yeah, this is a big game, though. We really could use with getting 3 points on the road here, and then we can go into Chelsea with a little bit of confidence and see what we can do there. Redmond with a corner. It's back post. It's bouncing around, and Roberts is offside. The man on the post, it's usually offside, isn't it, when it sort of gets into that position. Would have been a perfect start, second minute of the game. He is offside, only just, though. Is he number 14? Oh, that's closer than I thought, actually. But there we go. Yeah, I mean, the best thing I think we can maybe hope for in the Chelsea game is if we can somehow get a draw out of them and go back to Stamford Bridge. That would be a massive result for us. But, well, we'll see. You never know what the game's going to bring at you, but you get the feeling that Chelsea are going to have too much for us. Here we go with Lavery in on goal here. Colin Lavery, goalkeeper, makes a decent save. And we're still tied at zeros. Redmond now with a corner. Can we get this corner over the goal line? No, we cannot. Guthrie should pick that up. He does. Keeps possession there back to Facey, and that'll end up for the highlights. Corey Roberts on a booking isn't ideal. Guthrie again looking complacent. What is it with Danny Guthrie? I cannot wait to get him out the door, to be honest. He's just... Oh, I don't get the best out of old players often. But Danny Guthrie is really annoying me. Anyway, let's not dwell on it. Are we seeing another game where goals have just dried up for us a little bit here? It's one of these. It's a strange situation where we seem to create chances, but we're not really getting. I mean, we're getting a few more highlights this game than we have in previous ones. That's not the best defending there by Cockerell Mollett, but we've got away with it. But yeah, you can see we're creating chances. We just really struggle to, create highlights if that's the thing. How's Forest Green doing at half-time here? Forest Green are tied with Leyton Orient. But both of us just seem to be stumbling over the line a little bit. Let's try being aggressive. Guthrie, I need more from you, please, mate. And yeah, there we go. What can we change tactically here? Let's not pass into space and let's not work the ball into the box. Let's try that, and we'll be more expressive as well. And we just need to try and get something from us, don't we? The problem we have is that goals have essentially dried up, other than Lavery. Gordon's not really scoring, and Candlin's not really scoring. I've had enough of Danny Guthrie this game. Willis, you can come on, mate, and play that role for me. I'm wondering if we don't exploit the middle, let's maybe try exploiting the flanks. We are stronger through the middle, obviously. That's where Redmond is. But I do wonder if maybe we just need to... now we're all looking nervous. All right, let's make the change to wingers late on here. Let's try that. See if we can get something going with a change in formation. So that's going to mean Sharon comes off for Hardy. And... all right, we'll stick Gordon out on the left-hand side there. We might use him, though, as an inside forward. And get Cockerell Mollett bombing forward a little bit more than he otherwise would do. And we'll keep Facey there. That's fine. And let's see what this can bring us. If a change in formation has any sort of impact on us. We're looking nervous. We're looking like we don't have a clue. Let's go back to attacking. And... there's absolutely nothing, is there? There's absolutely nothing coming from us. And it's going to be another 0-0 draw on the channel. Boys, what is going on with our attack? Unbelievable. I mean, the only positive you can take from that is that we do look quite solid defensively. But, that's 22nd in the league there, and we've never looked like scoring. Gordon now has gone 9 hours without a goal. We're 7 unbeaten, but, I feel like all I'm showing you right now is 0-0 draws. The only positive to come out of that is that Lake Norriott got a 94th minute equaliser against Forest Green, so we still have our 4-point gap at the top. We're now 13 points clear, because obviously teams around here have lost. So we're sort of stumbling over the line somewhat, but we're still in front, and, I just want to see some goals again. Are we ever going to score a goal again? Guys, wait right there. It's Chelsea next. I'll tell you what, I'll take a 0-0 in that one now. Okay, thank you, everybody. Thank you. Now, it's obviously very, very exciting times for everybody here at Walsall ahead of the visit of Chelsea. But I'm willing to take a few questions. So, yeah. Yes, Harold Drinkbottom. Now, Frank Lampard has dismissed any chance that your Walsall team can beat Chelsea. How would you respond? Yeah, look, mate, I'd invite Frank to give Jonathan Woodgate and Middlesbrough a call. Yes. Now, Aussie, your team has struggled to score goals recently, and we're hearing that Josh Gordon will miss the remainder of the season through injury. Now, is this becoming a concern of yours? Yeah, look, mate, I'll address Josh's injury first. Unfortunately, he has injured his knee ligaments, so he's going to be missing for about 3 months, which is obviously a blow because it does further weakness what is already a weakness for us, as you've said. But, we know we can score goals. We've scored goals before. We'll score goals again. And sometimes it just takes that one going in to get the juices flowing again. Finally from me, Aussie, can you beat Chelsea? You'll have to wait and see. Okay, welcome back, and not a good thing to have happened in between the two games here. Josh Gordon out 3 months with torn ligaments. He hasn't been on a goal scoring. He's been on a goal scoring drought, I should say. We just saw that, but still, we do need strikers in the squad, and that is another one down. You can see Perry Moss has got a minor injury, but that's not too bad. But it does leave us in a bit of a situation now, where if we go and have a look at our striking situation, Gordon's injured, Lavery is obviously got amongst men. Adebayo now becomes sort of an important play, and if we're going to play 2 up top, he is going to have to play and score a lot of goals. And of course, Kenland's there. We're going to have to probably dip into the under 23s, under 18s, and see if there's something there. Or someone, I should call them. They're not things, are they? But we can bring up, and goal scoring is becoming a problem to the point where we might have to even change the way we play, because I don't know if we have the strikers now to play 2 up top. But anyway, we've got Chelsea to deal with right now. We are at home. We are not the favourites. You can see here, Frank Lampard has said that we will be an easy opposition. There it is right there. So, yeah. That's not great, but hopefully we'll make him eat his words. What are we up against here? Well, obviously a Frank Lampard coach team. We can see Frank there. Decent enough manager. We'll hopefully get the better of him, though. They're an adventurous passing playing style. We're expecting them to come out something along these lines. You can see they beat Norwich 1-0 last time out. We can see there their positional heat map, their passing network, which is a little bit narrow, and their key passes as well. Again, they're passing in to out. For the most part. So we're going to try playing really, really narrow, keep our lines close together, and see if we can sort of stop them from playing. And again, I just think if we can hang on for a draw, get back to Stamford Bridge, get that money, that would be a result for us. This is the team that we're sending out. It's Roberts in goal. It's Pring at left back. It's Scar, Clark, and Kinsella as the back four. Sharon continues in the half-back role with Bates and Guthrie in midfield. It's going to be McDonald down the right. We haven't seen too much of him. He's a decent enough player, so let's hope he has a good game. We're going to see Rory Holden going on the left, and Candlin goes up top. We have to play like this because we just don't have 2 fit strikers right now that aren't match fatigued. The other thought of playing like this is, A, it kind of matches them up a little bit, but also if they are so narrow, we might be able to get down the sides of them with the wingers and maybe overlapping fullbacks as well. So, it's a bit, as I said, it's a bit of a hiding tonight. I think it's very definitely a free hit for us. We've got nothing to lose, which I think we're capable of. Let's do that. Some calm, we have faith. And let's hope that this cup run, let's hope it continues. Because, we just need to try and get some goals going in the back of the net, don't we? It looks like it's a full house. It was expected to be a sellout. The reason I'm not playing Lavery is basically, as I said, match fatigued. We need him in the league because he is the only player that is scoring for us regularly. And like I say, I don't necessarily think that this isn't our season, is it? We've got a set piece to defend here. It is Kurt Zuma over the bar. yeah, so we need to make sure that that Lavery's ready to go for the league fixtures. And like I say, if we our best chance is trying to keep it to 0-0, isn't it? If we can nick a goal, well, I will be ecstatic. But I think we'll do very well to do that. Pulisic walks in. It's another double save there, and Pring completes the clearance. Still pressure on us with Chelsea. Can we win that back? Rory Holden's done really well there. Clears it up towards Canlon. Lumped back forward again. This will be unlucky. He's offside, isn't he? Surely, yes. And Tammy Abraham is given offside. We've lasted 20-odd minutes here, though. Almost half an hour now. And it's like they say, if we break this game down into sort of 10-minute spells, just try and keep the sheet clean during that time and see where that brings us at the end of the day. Pulisic brings it forward now. He goes to the edge of the area. We get out relatively quickly to Jorginho, to Kovacic, to Barkley. I mean, look at these names. Alfie Bates gets a foot in there. Candlin picks up the clearance. Can he keep possession for us? Candlin, he kind of does. Eventually he does. And is this going to become a Walsall highlight? Sharon has it now. Across there to Scar. Scar, he has a habit of tripping over the ball and giving away possession, doesn't he? Roberts has it now. They're pressing us, but we're sort of playing around it nicely. Clark goes forward and gives it away. And is it going to become a Chelsea highlight now? It's a long old thing, isn't it? Kinsella's there. He heads it away, but only as far as Emerson, who brings it forward. And, I thought that was going to go in off the goalkeeper, but a decent save. A cracking shot, to be fair, from Emerson. But we're still scoreless 37 minutes into this game. Come on, boys. Can we win this back? James brings it forward once more. Where is Rory Holden? You should be marking him, mate. Stay with your man, please. Ball forward. Kinsella goes... he's left his Hudson-Odoi out there. Can we get a block in on the cross? Abraham! It's off the crossbar again. And I tell you what, we're riding our luck. But it is currently still scoreless. Candlin tries to flick it on, but only to a Chelsea defender there. Come on, boys. Come on. Can we get to half-time scoreless? They're trying to play with more freedom. They're really coming at us now, aren't they? We're angering the beast here. Are we up to it? Can we ward them off here? Hudson-Odoi dribbles infield. What's he going to do here? I tell you what, he's gone a long, long way, and that is woeful. Absolutely woeful by Hudson-Odoi. Come on, boys. Get to the break at 0-0. Come on, boys. There we go. There we go. I tell you what, half done. Half done. Excellent, excellent stuff. See, Brentford are playing as well. Okay, what do we say? I mean, we've got to... do we say we're happy? Do we say dig in? Let's say we're happy with that. I mean, that's 0-0 against Chelsea. That is not too bad, is it? I wonder tactically, can we change anything about the way we're playing here? Let's maybe hit early crosses and maybe look to exploit the flanks. Yeah, let's do that. I'm wondering if we don't want to pass into space. But they, as they sort of come forward, that should leave space in behind them, shouldn't it? So we probably want to try and pass into that space. Hudson-Odoi, we don't want to concede early in the second half, and that's exactly what we've done. 18 seconds after the break. And what a piss off that is. Unbelievable. I shouldn't have praised them, should I? We were doing really, really well. It should have been a concentrate, boys. You're not there yet. Something along those lines. And we've barely lasted 18 seconds. Unbelievable. All right, boys, come on. Can we go and get a goal back here now? We saw against Middlesbrough we fell behind and came back. Can we do something similar now against Chelsea? Kovacic has it now for them. Jorginho. Back to Kovacic. Hudson-Odoi. If we can keep it at 1, you just never know. We could maybe nick something late on. Kovacic has it again. Jorginho. James gets forward. And how has that gone in? How has that gone in? And we're falling in a heap after half time. You give them some praise for hanging on. And this is how they repay you. What has happened to us at half time? Oh, it's not great goalkeeping, is it? And, well, now it is going to take something special to come back, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, we don't typically play that well with wingers in any case. So maybe, I mean, we're looking anxious as hell now, aren't we? We're not looking like we have any chance of coming back into this. We need to change something because this is just going to carry on like this and nothing's going to change unless we change it, is it? So let's go back to the 2 up top. That's going to mean Adebayo comes on for Holden. It's going to mean Hardy comes on for McDonald. We'll push him forward. And go from there, I suppose. See if we can get anything going. Can we get a goal, something for this episode to rescue it? Because it's not been a good one. Come on, we've got a block in there. Oh, Kovacic just walked it in. And suddenly we look like we don't know what we're doing. Oh, what a disappointing second half. What a disappointing way for the cup run to come to an end. Good block in the wall, wasn't it? And then, what have you done there? Who's 34? Sharon. It's just let it Kovacic, sorry, go straight around him. And it's really, it's harsh on us now, isn't it? We were so good in that first half. We really did limit their chances. And we've come out second half and we've just let ourselves down, haven't we? And that's the worst thing here. We were never necessarily likely to beat Chelsea. It was always going to be a really, really tough ask for us. But yeah, I mean, 18 seconds into the second half. You can't do that, can you? You can't do that. Hardy pounces. All right, can we get one back? He goes across there for Adebayo. Can he get across into the box? Can he pick out a teammate? He can. Hardy's there. Oh! James Hardy gets a goal back for Walsall. Come on, boys. Can we go and let's go push forward, boys. Let's go and get 2 more. Take this back to Stamford Bridge, shall we? The 2 substitutes, Adebayo and James Hardy combined. Nice little goal, actually. Wasn't it? Good run from Hardy. Nicely picked out by Adebayo. Maybe we can play him and expect to get results from him. But at least we've got something. At least there's been a goal this episode for us. That's almost the main thing, isn't it? But there we go. We have 20 seconds to score 2 goals. We'll do well, I'd say, to get that. And, Barkley with a miss. Roberts has it. Can we get it forward? You suspect this might be the good old-fashioned end-of-game highlight. Roberts rolls it out there for Scar. That'll do it. And our FA Cup run does come to an end. But we finish on a high. At least we got the final goal. But a disappointing second half performance, wasn't it? Roberts had a good game. Other than that, we'll say unlucky, boys. But, yeah. Walsall beaten as Chelsea emphasised greater class. I don't think, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I don't think 3-1 is the worst result. We probably would have just about taken that. I think the most disappointing thing is that it was 0-0 at half-time, and 18 seconds after the break, we were 1-0 down, and then they scored again really quickly. So, there it is. We got a goal against Chelsea, though, but it's still... There we go. Cup run, I should say, comes to an end. There will be no Wembley this year for us. And there is an update of the league table as well, as we call it an episode. Guys, if you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. And we'll be back next time for, as the season begins to come to an end here. Do we want to come back for... Swindon is a decent team. Cambridge, Plymouth. What we might do is we might come back when we have a chance to seal promotion, because that's 12 points. So I'm thinking maybe we come back around sort of Mansfield, Swindon way and see where that brings us. Yeah, we might do that. So that's all for next time, guys. Until then, I've been Aussie Bill, and thank you so much for watching. Take care.